What if everything you've been told about the frozen ends of the Earth is just the tip of the iceberg? Imagine a place where ancient pyramids dwarf those in Egypt, where secret bases echo with forgotten technology, and where lost civilizations may be frozen in time, waiting for the right eyes to discover them. Controversial? Absolutely. But isn't it true that the stories we're told to ignore are often the ones hiding the juiciest secrets? If you're the kind of person who can't help but question what's real, who craves knowledge that most people overlook, this is your invitation to step out onto the ice. Because here's the twist. Beneath Antarctica's endless white, there's a mystery that challenges what you think you know about history, power, and even reality itself. Ready to see what most people are too afraid or too distracted to find? Let's dig into the facts and theories that have kept even the boldest minds guessing for generations. There's something magnetic about those legends, whispering of ancient civilizations hidden deep beneath Antarctica's ice. Some stories describe pyramids so colossal, they make the wonders of Egypt look quaint. Imagine stumbling across not just icy wastelands, but mysterious tropical worlds tucked away below the surface. A secret that's been hiding in plain sight. Accounts from explorers like Admiral Byrd feed this sense of wonder, making you question just how much we've yet to uncover about our world. Every culture has its myths, but sometimes the wildest stories contain more than a grain of truth. Now, in your own journey, think about what's buried under your surface. Just like those hidden pyramids, there are parts of ourselves and our lives that we rarely explore because they're covered by layers of routine, habit, or fear. Real discovery isn't about finding gold. It's about being brave enough to dig where others won't. Practical tip: every once in a while, question something you take for granted. A belief, a memory, even a daily habit. You might be surprised by what's hiding in plain sight. And once you start looking deeper, you'll notice how every mystery leads straight into the next one. Then there's the murky tale of secret Nazi bases. Yes, the infamous New Schwabenland. Imagine the race for technology so wild, it sends entire armies to the end of the earth in search of something greater than victory. Lost knowledge, hidden machines, or maybe connections with beings not quite human. Stories of advanced craft, the Hanibu, and anti-gravity breakthroughs sound like science fiction, but rumors swirl about alliances with entities beyond our understanding. Whether fact or fiction, these stories tap into a universal craving for lost wisdom and untapped potential. If you're looking for a takeaway, consider this. Sometimes people pursue knowledge with such intensity, they're willing to break every rule and cross any border, real or imagined. In everyday life, how often do you let boundaries stop you from learning, growing, or changing? The lesson isn't about copying the madness of the past, but about daring to think beyond the limits others set for you. When you see obstacles, ask yourself, what if this barrier is just the edge of a hidden world? It's a thought worth pondering, especially as we slide into the next enigma. Antarctica's not just a frozen mystery, it's also a treasure chest stuffed with the raw stuff of modern power. Coal, uranium, plutonium. Countries jostle for a slice. But what really raises eyebrows is the idea that wars, scientific expeditions, and secret treaties aren't about penguins and glaciers, but control over unimaginable resources. After W2, some of the world's sharpest minds, ex-Nazi scientists included, found themselves swept up into new projects, all hungry for a piece of whatever secrets Antarctica held. Now consider the resources in your own life. Sometimes what looks like barren ground, be it a dead-end job, a failed relationship, or a quiet phase, hides something invaluable. It takes curiosity and a bit of daring to dig in and discover the gold under the ice. Instead of running from the tough or empty moments, try asking what's really there to be found. Maybe what seems useless on the surface is actually the very thing that propels you to the next level. Funny how the coldest places can hide the hottest opportunities, right? And speaking of opportunity, let's move to the skies. Enter Operation High Jump, an Antarctic adventure that feels ripped from a blockbuster. Admiral Byrd's military expedition was supposedly about research, but rumors of flying discs and encounters with crafts that defied physics still swirl. Byrd even warned the world about an enemy that could fly from pole to pole with incredible speed, and those words continue to spark wild theories today. Whether you believe in UFOs or not, these stories ignite our hunger for the extraordinary and hint at forces moving just beyond the visible. Apply this to your own reality. Sometimes life throws you mysteries that simply don't fit into neat little boxes. Maybe you've felt a nudge or seen signs you can't explain, moments that make you pause and wonder, what's really out there? The real skill isn't to dismiss the unknown, but to welcome it as an invitation, to grow, to imagine, to ask bigger questions. When faced with something you don't understand, let curiosity guide you, because every unanswered question is just the next step on the path to something bigger, as we'll see in the next chilling twist. Then there's the Peary Race map, a relic showing parts of Antarctica without ice, suggesting it wasn't always a frozen desert. Theories swirl about pole shifts that froze entire continents in a blink, trapping ancient life beneath layers of snow and ice. It's the stuff of adventure novels, but it nudges us to question how quickly life can turn upside down. Sudden shifts, whether in climate or circumstance, can bury worlds or create new ones. Ever felt like your own world changed overnight? Maybe you lost something or found yourself in an entirely new environment, feeling frozen or overwhelmed. Here's where adaptability shines. Like explorers interpreting ancient maps, you can learn to navigate sudden changes by looking for the patterns beneath chaos. Sometimes the answers are hidden in old stories or in skills you've carried for years without knowing. Life's pole shifts are just new opportunities waiting to be thawed out. And just as these shifts connect us to the past, they also lead us straight to what's happening now. Nowadays, Antarctica's a patchwork of flags. Every major country has a research base, and the Rockefeller Foundation's influence is quietly felt. While ordinary folks can visit if they have the cash, the most intriguing sites remain off-limits, sparking talk of secret labs and projects nobody's supposed to know about. Reports swirl of bizarre energy signals near the pyramids and other mysterious sites around the globe, hinting at networks, portals, or technologies we barely understand. In your life, think about the places and experiences you keep off-limits, the parts you rarely visit, or the talents you haven't explored. Sometimes, the biggest breakthroughs come when you finally step into those restricted areas within yourself. Maybe it's a hidden dream, a skill you left gathering dust, or a side of you you've kept locked away. There's no telling what you'll find once you dare to peek behind those closed doors. And just as each revelation in Antarctica leads to bigger mysteries, every inner discovery brings fresh questions, like the legends of strange devices just waiting to be found. Then comes the strangest artifact of all, the legendary Nazi bell, or Die Glocke. Some say it was meant for time travel or shifting realities, powered by physics that boggle the mind. Its story is tangled with secret societies, channeled knowledge, and claims it vanished after the war, reappearing in unexpected places. Whether it's real or not, the idea captures our fascination with what-ifs and the possibility that yesterday's science fiction could be tomorrow's breakthrough. In your journey, ask yourself, what's your own impossible machine? Maybe it's a goal or dream everyone tells you can't be done. Often, the most extraordinary achievements start with ideas that seem downright bizarre. Instead of brushing aside the unrealistic, try experimenting with what feels out of reach. Sometimes it's in the play between what's known and what's dreamed that we find the seeds of transformation. Every bold step opens up new timelines, and that, my friend, is where things get really interesting. Peel back the final layer, and you're left with a wild blend of speculation, mysticism, and unanswered questions. Some believe hidden beings still walk beneath the ice, shaping history from the shadows. Others see a global network of pyramids, energy grids pulsing with forgotten power, time travel paradoxes, ancient alliances, and secret experiments. It sounds far-fetched, but these stories tug at the oldest part of us, the side that knows there's always more to learn, more to wonder, more to uncover. In a world where information's at your fingertips, remember, not every mystery is meant to be solved, and not every answer is final. Real growth comes from living with the questions, letting them stretch your mind and spirit. Keep your curiosity alive, because every rabbit hole, no matter how strange, could lead to the next big leap in your life. And who knows, the most incredible adventure might be waiting for you just beneath the surface. So after unraveling these mysteries, I have to ask, how many Antarcticas are hiding in your own life? Are there secrets you've left untouched, talents you've never explored, or dreams you've frozen beneath layers of doubt? Maybe it's time to dust off those hidden maps and start your own expedition. Which wild theory or forgotten part of yourself will you dare to investigate next? The path to growth is lined with the unknown, and the bravest souls are the ones who step forward anyway. Drop your thoughts in the comments. What's the wildest mystery you believe in, and how would you start solving it? Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a chance to uncover more secrets with us. Remember, the biggest discoveries are always waiting just beyond what everyone else calls impossible.